Very nice. So one of the things that we'll do is when you want to speak, since this screen is visible, just give us a heads up that I am so and so from so batch, and then you speak so that we can stop the presentation here and put you on screen. Right? Okay. So Tarun sir, over to you.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. This is Tarun Agarwal. I'm from the first batch of MCA, passed out in 1989. And unfortunately, I could not be there at the launch. There was a wedding in the family. Rather, Devashish is actually a bit annoyed with me because this is almost probably Devashish's sixth wedding in the last 3 months. Almost all weekends are full. But on behalf of Alumni Association and our alma mater, IMT, I take the pleasure of welcoming you to the Batch Champions Meet at Alumni launch. And for the people who have joined the online on Teams, you are all welcome for live action from the IMT launch, and you probably would be able to see most of us sitting there in the launch. And it's a beautiful place where we can always meet up and catch up with our all alumni or IMTs for life friends. It is a great to be part of the gathering, and the representation from the first batch till now is there today. We have got our honored Sir Ajay Nigamji here as a part of this gathering. He is from the first batch. Basically, the objective of Batch Champion is to showcase the strength of our community. Alumni communities are about nostalgia, fun, interaction, professional networking. We also go a step ahead of uh, basically taking care of alumni in terms of welfare, in terms of a lot of activities the Alumni Association has done, which you'll come to know as a part of as we progress further in this discussion today. Uh, but alumni, IMT alumni is I would say the place where we all can actually online meet or physically meet or have our meets at the launch or even at the resort in Goa. So in all, I welcome you once again to be part of a journey which is IMTMs for life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for people joining online. And over to you, Debashish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So I'll start with the presentation and on the Alumni Association and its activities. Sonakshi, you'll keep time because Kalpana is not here. Okay. For every presentation, and just check if Mohit has joined. Mohit, have you joined?
Morning, sir. Yeah, sir. I've
Okay,
joined.
great. So you are next after this.
Sure.
Wonderful. So, taking you through the Alumni Association, the first thing that we wanted to do, because there are a lot of new members, is to define what we are actually aiming to do, and therefore the vision and mission of the Alumni Association, or the purpose or reason for our existence. Our vision is to build pride of being an IMTN for life in the alumni community and contribute towards building the brand IMT. Today, if you look at IMT, it is the alumni who is the core brand of IMT. What we are today is because of IMT, and it works both ways. That the core of IMT is also the alumni base that it has. But how do we do this? We do this by building engagement and providing tangible benefits to the alumni community. Therefore, creating a circle of goodwill that may be leveraged back by the campus. So when you engage the alumni with tangible benefits as you go along, which benefits the community, they stick together and create a circle of goodwill, which actually can be leveraged back by the campus. And we've been doing this for many years. When we have almost 20, 25 years now, and this is what has built the momentum of the college being able to leverage this for placements, the college being able to leverage this for internships, mentorships, guest lectures, and many other benefits that we can think of. So going a little further, how does the Alumni Association or what is the purpose of Alumni Association? It is basically an alumni body run by the alumni themselves. But if I look at the whole structure, we actually need to look at how do we build in value in the social platform, in the professional platform, and the personal platform for every individual who's a member of the Alumni Association. Now, I'm not going to go into details of this, but if I look at a professional network, can the Alumni Association become a business network for you? Can you become a recruiter here? Can you help people in job search? Can coaching be of help to increase the career value of every individual alumni who's passing out? Uh, can startups be mentored by alumni? Can funding be done by alumni? All these are a yes. On the personal front, if you need an insurance, can Alumni Association be the one who can give you the best deal in the market? When you look at credit cards, when you look at club facility, when you look at vacations, so all these will form a part of the thing. However, each activity that we do has to pass through a qualification process, and the people who qualify that are sitting in this room and people who join online. You are the decision makers. Every activity that we plan has to pass through at least two of the three filters that we have here. One, does it benefit the alumni? So there might be projects which are very nice, but it doesn't benefit the alumni community. So that is of no use to us. Second is, does it benefit the current students and the institute? And the third is, does it actually build the brand IMT? If it passes through two of the three, you're done. That's where it is. There is a last slide that I have, which answers the question, what is in it for me? But I'm not getting into details of this because of, I think we should get into the next mode of time. I think the time is already over. So moving on from here, and we can discuss this at length individually later. I'll invite Mohit to take over, and because Mohit is one person who's working with different alumni associations across the country with B schools, engineering colleges, and others. So here are some insights from Mohit. Mohit, why don't you just introduce yourself and start off?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So good morning, everyone. I am Mohit, passed out of 2019 batch, IMT Ghaziabad. So I currently lead the Premier Institute channel for Zopper. So my major role involves dealing with all the various alumni associations of all the premier institutes in India. So example, BITSA, NIT Warangal, IIT Roorkee, IIT Madras, IMB, IM Kozhikode, IM Ahmedabad. So I deal with all these associations. So I have a fair bit of understanding how these associations work and what is the advantages they are providing to the alumni and what is the disadvantage of each alumni association. So one thing I would proudly like to say that IMT Alumni Association is way ahead of its curve. For an example, the IMT Alumni launch, which was launched by IMT, was the first launch to be launched by any alumni association across the Asia Pacific. No one has done it prior to us. Second benefit, if you see the insurance part of it, insurance part was done by us in the COVID itself. Many people came in later, but we were the first one to introduce something for the benefits of the alumni. But the major disadvantage of our community has been that the engagement is not very high with any of these activities. So I'll give you an example of IMB Alumni Association. So IMB Alumni Association is one of the strongest alumni association across India. So if you take an example of the alumni lounge, they have recently launched the alumni lounge and they have 300 plus membership, even though the fees is 3 lakh rupees per member. And for our lounge, the membership fees is only 5,000 rupees per year. And even though we don't have a 1% participation of it. The reasons could be that the people are not completely aware about it, or the benefits of the lounge are not being communicated properly to the end alumni. So this is where we actually lag. The role of batch champions, the involvement of the batch champions is very less in our community. Another example I'll give you for the NIT Warangal Alumni Association. So the insurance scheme what we had launched in IMT was also launched in NIT Warangal Alumni Association. Even though the product was 40% higher, one of our alumni did not buy the product from our IMT but bought it from the NIT Warangal Alumni Association. Reason being, the benefits were clearly communicated to the alumni in the NIT Warangal and which were not done in our community. Even though there was a bombardment of messages from my end, from the association's end, even to a point where there was a backlash in some of the groups, but still the benefits to the alumni was not communicated properly. If the benefits would have been communicated properly to the alumni, he would have purchased it from our association as well, going for a higher product, higher price product in NIT Warangal. So this is where we lack. IMB is a ruthless organization when it comes to the role of batch champions in that. Batch champions are very involved in the IMB. They take up the initiative, they own the initiative, they understand the benefit of all the initiatives that is being launched. They understand the feedback. They give the feedback. They understand all the negative points of any benefit which is being launched, and they communicate it very clearly to a point that they become so shameless that they have a target for that in each batch they will get at least 20-30 participation, 20-30% participation. So this is where we actually lack in. If we somehow correct this point, we can become the one of the strongest association in the entire India.
So thank you, Mohit. Vinamra, over to you.
So just taking on from what Mohit said, basically how we see we are a very large community of alumni, right? And that's okay. And we have to reach everyone, to each person, each alumni, each batch level. Practically, that's why we have this chain where we have batch champions who are actually presenting. For recent batches, we have large number of batch champions also because the batch size is big. That's where we need your help. Where we do couple of things. We expect batch champions to be our communication channel. Though there are WhatsApp messages, email, various digital communications to do, but being a friend within the batch is most important. I think way to communicate to your friend that this is what benefit one of the initiatives, let's say association has taken, which can help you. That is where, as batch champions, we can have a lot of questions in my mind. Are should we broadcast good or bad news? It's completely open, right? There could be many things. Initiative has been launched, for example, lounge. Whom should I talk about in my batch community? So these are questions. We can be completely open, but the communication channel has to be keep going, and it has to be two ways. Like we keep taking feedback. That feedback comes to the association. We improvise, we change, and then we again makes it better so that it becomes easier for batch champions to communicate with the alumni, because we know it's a vast group. Everyone has its own personality, own thoughts. So we have to also resonate with the larger group. On the second one, it's database. I think, do we know how many from our batch have registered for the website? How many are associated with the lounge? A basic understanding of our batch that will help us to maybe plan better for that specific batch. For example, do we know how many entrepreneurs are there who are actually leveraging the entire relationship in the community? That's the second one. The third one is more on event planning. At your will, at your discretion, at your time, at the convenience of a batch, you can always organize a batch reunion or get together. We don't need to wait really for the All India Alumni Meet to do that. That's where we have this beautiful lounge to leverage it. We can do breakfast meets for like-minded domain industry teams within, let's say, our batch as well. So this was more from the event planning. I think you can use all the assets that we have. From a networking point of view, do we know how many of our batchmates, let's say from the senior or junior batch, depends upon the role, not from the seniority of the batch, are actually in a position to create jobs or to put jobs on the portal? Do we know how many of them can do and how many of them are doing it? That's where we can find the gap and really help address that. The intent of doing this is we would like to bring most of the alumni network on our website, on the mobile app. There are various discussion forums so that the information which is scattered today over email, WhatsApp, everything, it's consolidated, and someone really looking for an opportunity or a handshake with an organization or a partnership actually goes to that platform directly and leverages it. The fifth one is more of an ideation. Happy to take ideas, feedback. What do you think? I think this is one of the forum at the end, we also would like to hear from everyone. What do you think? How have you been doing? We have done it for decades, but things keep changing, behavior keep changing. So just try to understand from that. So this is more of a role of a batch champion, where we want to maybe take it forward. Next, I'll pass it on to Ankur.
Thank you. Hi. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ankur Jain. I am from a batch of 2008-10. As in one of the mission statements, one of the things which we talked about is providing tangible benefits to alumni. And I think nothing better than IMT Lounge can be more tangible than this. We also, I keep on organizing a lot of events here. I get my organization, I meet a lot of startup friends here. More than anything, it's very bragging point. When I get people here, they spend at least 10 minutes talking about, अच्छा ये क्या किया यार तुमने, कैसे कर लिया, क्यों बनाया, क्या नहीं किया. And one of the other points which we talked about, that how can we create a brand IMT. We did one of our way back in 2020, just after, in fact, just before the COVID hit, vision statement exercise for our own company with one of our very large investors. Now, after 3 years, we met him. So he asked us, उसने यही बोला, यार, you remember हमने तुम्हारे IMT के launch में वो vision exercise की थी, क्या हुआ उसका? I was so surprised. That's where, और हमने 3 साल से कोई बात नहीं की है. So that's one of the great benefits which, as a unit, we should be very proud of. It is not easy to run this. There's a cost. There are ops involved with it. The real estate costs are going up, but it's in the heart of the city. The people who are not here or joined online. Okay, this is just a kilometer away from Huda Metro Station. Very accessible. It's in the club where you can get an access to all club amenities if you are a member of IMT Lounge. So you can access restaurant, bar, you can hold your personal meetings, and not only you, but your family also gets an access. Apart from that, the fees as of now, we in the last meeting which we did last month, we talked about it. One of the reasons could be that the fees is very less. लोगों को लगता होगा यार 5,000 रुपए में क्या ही मिलेगा, मतलब it's not maybe worth the value कि 5,000 है पता नहीं ठीक है, मतलब they don't get into that investment mode. But having said that, we are re-looking at the pricing strategy also. As of now, 5,000 rupees, it comes under a part of ATG. So you can avail the tax benefit also because we call it as a donation. Yeah, that's it. Please use this. That's my only request whenever you are here. In fact, I know a couple of IMT startups only, they operate out of here. So at any point in time you walk in here, you might find some friends, some seniors, some juniors. What a better way to build a relationship. So thank you. Pragya, over to you.
Thanks, Ankush. Very difficult to match your energy. But I thankfully I have an easier topic than the lounge. While real estate, of course, we all say, lounge and, come here, and so easy to access. And in fact, I was one of the early members as well. I may have not come as many times, but every time there's a discussion about in my friend circle, about the lounge. And I'm sorry, I'm taking 1 more minute on the lounge, Ankur, part of your session.
No. I have a target to sell more lounge.
Commission this side, okay? but every time we're discussing, should we take a membership in this club or that club? I do find it a point of pride where I just, say, oh, I'm already a member of, South City One Ratio. So it's a conversation starter apart from being the real estate. So there is a strong brand association I have with IMT because of this. But a stronger one for me is IMT Alumni Resort in Goa. I think one of the very, very unique propositions that Alumni Association for IMT has brought to fore and brought it to life, such a difficult thing to even get land in Goa, right? We still, Goa is still governed by the Portuguese law of inheritance. So every parcel of land has mother, father, mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, and so many other people who inherit that land if the owner dies. In fact, to the point that the joke in my family is while I own it because I'm the IMTN, my brother-in-law also owns part of it, right? But to bring something like this to life, and that in a very short span. Believe me, at that point in time, RERA was just coming up when this project came in. Builders were known for goofing up and not giving delivery on time. To bring something like this up, on time, only 700 meters walking distance from the Anjuna beach. Right next door is, the fest that happens annually. Again, not only did I buy a property there, a batchmate of mine bought 2 more properties here. Friends and family were interested, which we couldn't open. And I am desperately looking forward to the next phase, because the kind of returns, forget everything else, guys. I know all IMTNs have had their financial management done very well for them. The kind of returns this property generates, not only in terms of money, but in terms of the legacy we leave. It's so easy to say, right? I own a property in Gurgaon, I own a property in Noida, but not that easy to say I own a property in Goa. And that happens only because of IMT. And I don't think IMA, BC, any of them can boast of this, right? We can. Now, what other benefits? We have, of course, 20 days which we can go and live in without any cost to us. Of course, we can go and live there for a longer period, and the staycation mode that our generation is in, and the next generation all the more. I think it makes a lot of sense. Earlier, we used to have weaker Wi-Fi. COVID forced us to have a stronger Wi-Fi. Now it's an amazing place to go and live. My family just went and lived there for, I think, a weekend, and they came back saying, wow, what location, what property, well maintained. So guys, next phase, do raise your hands. But before the next phase, go live there. Plan your batch meet here. Even if it's a set of 4 IMTNs who just want to catch up with their wives and children, right? Let's go here. There's an in-house swimming pool. There's an in-house restaurant. You get pretty much every facility here very easily. There is in Goa, the biggest problem for resorts is parking, right? Outside our resort, the land is empty. We go, so this is what my husband and I do. We go rent a car. We drive from the airport, reach here, park it outside. Now it's ghar. It's as good as ghar. So go enjoy this property. I think my time's up. Approximately. Go ahead. And now, Divishi sir, who takes up health insurance? Health insurance is mine? Oh, okay.
You don't have to talk much, just the first line.
Okay. So health insurance, of course. So I'm sure my batchmates will remember this. Lehman Brothers came to our campus, right? And I was the unfortunate kid who got selected. And while we were cutting cakes and Alcom, Placecom, everyone was celebrating, right? Lehman Brothers on IMT Ghaziabad campus. And people were patting my back, and my seniors, especially 2000, Milav, your batchmates, right? All of you were patting my back, and you were saying, Pragya, life set here. And then boom, came bankruptcy. Yeah, 5 days. And that's where, looking for another campus led me to health insurance. I've been a health insurance professional myself. And why this story? I just want to vouch for this, because this kind of a scheme where on a group platform, you're able to cover your parents of any age, which is close to impossible today if you go open market, right? You could go to a bank and ask them, because banks also have similar groups where they'll say, oh, all my savings account holders will get it. But any point in time, they will withdraw that scheme. Remember that a bank may choose to not be partners with an insurance company at any point in time. And the reverse choice is exercised here, where as part of the Alumni Association's group, we are able to cover our family, right? So very, very important, guys. Pandemic taught us a lot of things. There was a lot of conversation that happened with doctors also for the association, for the alum group, where we were talking about how important health coverages are. By the way, just a small fact, India's poverty line has shifted, or the percentage of people under poverty have moved up, primarily because of Ayushman, right? If people at that strata are able to realize benefits of health insurance, sure, the government's subsidizing it. We can, of course, afford to pay for this. So anyone who's not come into the scheme yet, strongly, humbly request you, please go through the do's and don'ts, T&Cs, the next date of renewal, when can you bring your family in? Because this is going to be something which you will not regret. If you're living outside India, if you're living in India, any which way, as batch champions, I think it's our job to go ahead and propagate a lot of information about the scheme. Age bracket, easy, right? In-laws, easy. Tax benefit, right? Easy. ATD. I hope everyone is utilizing ATD not for just self and spouse and kids, but there is another section altogether for the parents, right? Some insured, the limit is 1 CR. Today, while I hold my separate retail health insurance cover, with top-ups and everything, I still only reached 50 lakhs, right? And is 50 lakhs enough if my husband and I both are in a car crash? No, it won't be enough. We need enough and more of health insurance. All of us have put money in LIC, right? All of us have put money in Max Life insurance. And Sameer, I see you there. I'm advertising for you. You've got to give me some brownie points for that.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you so much.
so I think this is one of the initiatives which is, while on paper, and you will not see real estate like the lounge and Goa, but this is the one which will hit us faster in life in terms of benefit. And I truly and humbly submit to this group of bad champions, please and please talk about this a lot more. Because if next year we don't get enough enrollments, the price shoots up. If the price shoots up, again, this becomes an initiative which was good at heart, good with intent, but couldn't be converted because we didn't act fast enough. Right? So any questions on health insurance, feel free to ping. I am happy to answer whatever I know, but we have Zopur in the room. We have the other folks who are bigger experts of this particular scheme. We'll connect you.
I think we need to circulate a little bit more of information to be informed.
Yeah.
I think all of us, 25 plus, 40 plus, all have these kind of insurances, but we are not actually trying to get the idea of benefits of the whole program. Because, for example, I've been associated for a very long time, but I carry my own insurance, and it's too difficult to get into micro understanding of these programs.
Right.
So if we have a smaller doc, which we can actually circulate, and it's easier for people to comprehend and understand the core advantages, I think we'll do much better on this.
I think not just the dog, even if you have say 8-10 bullet points in terms of how is it different versus the plans available in the market, I think that can be quite helpful.
No, I think I just want to add here, I think these were the points on the lack of communication across products and schemes came in last meeting also. We were just waiting for this meeting to be over because we formalized now the number of batch champions. I think within the next 10 to 15 days, we'll come up with all the benefits of at least the 3 major initiatives which we done. And obviously we have started the WhatsApp group also, and we'll put it on that. So that's on me.
Two things very easy to understand first of all.
Yeah, no, sure.
This is a little more complicated because every time I talk to an insurance guy, he explains something to me, he manages to sell me a top-up. Okay. Here I think that's my thought process. I can't I don't know the details. I think we have a major product.
Yeah, we are.
So Ankur, maybe what we should do is apart from batch champions, right? We can't expect every batch champion to understand insurance, right? Maybe we should have like 4 or 5 people. Jinke paas phone jayega, so they'll come and respond.
So
I'm happy to volunteer.
We have Mohit only.
Yeah, Mohit's there.
Only did lot of sessions.
Yeah, he did.
Those sessions, but I think what कैसे इसको channelize करते हैं, we'll solve that. But point.
And even people who are in the insurance, obviously, who is one of them, maybe other people who are in this industry.
Yeah.
Slightly not like what's their own brand and what. Very like a one-to-one to a alumni kind of a thing.
Hi Pragya, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Pragya. My name is Devdino Banerjee. I'm part of the EPBM 2022-2023. So actually I have a question on this health insurance. So is it possible like you can port your current insurance policy into this scheme, or is it not?
So I'll take that up. So porting is an opportunity or option which IRDA allows between retail to retail. This is a group platform, and therefore, see, one option, and somebody who is not thinking it through will tell you, stop paying your premium there, pay here. Don't do that. Both have very different sets of benefits. When you take a retail policy, it's something which you're doing individually, and therefore the control you have over the policy is lower, right? The insurance company dictates the price, which they may revise every 3 to 5 years. In health insurance, with age, every cohort movement leads to increase, unlike life. Now, on the other hand, group insurance, there is somebody in between, which is the master policy holder, in this case, the association, who's able to negotiate prices every year and come back. So both have different sets of benefits. Do not trade one for the other, but leverage this because the cost that you pay here is much lower And also there is somebody else in case of emergency, right? Moment of truth will be when one of us gets hospitalized. There is somebody who's batting on your behalf in case you're getting stuck with the insurance company. On the other hand, in retail policy, it's a bank or
Which
the agent.
usually happens in case of any retail, because like I remember during the
Absolutely.
COVID time, like my mom was hospitalized and the insurance company did not even pay a single penny actually.
Oh, that's very sad to hear. But yes, those are things we want to avoid, right? Which is why a trusted policy holder in the middle, master policy holder, and we are members, right? So benefits of
Exactly.
both
Yeah.
are there. Would definitely not recommend trade one for the other, but this one is important to have as well.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yes. Oh, this is a big point, guys. Do remember. Yeah, I'll repeat the question. Are pre-existing diseases, often acronymized as PED, covered in this policy? Answer is a strong yes. In retail policies, typically, there will be a big copay. There will be no coverage of PED for 2 to 4 years, depending on the policy. The beauty of group platform is not only parents, somebody like me. Let's say when I enter the policy, I'm already diagnosed with some cardiovascular disease. It gets covered 100% from day zero, no waiting period, and no exclusion because it is group platform. So that's the key difference between a group platform and a retail platform. In retail, you have to wait out the notice period or PED waiting period. Group, everything covered from day one.
So you take the other questions maybe during the open house. Because,
The other sessions waiting.
yeah, so remember, you need to help it in the next session. Because Kalpana is not here. But
Yes.
so we'll take the most of the questions we'll be taking in the open house.
So I think the other.
Achha, sorry.
ले लेते हैं सर, मतलब इंग्लिश ही बोलिए. So I think see the other point which we all of us talked about also, and we have various modes of communication among the alumni members. One of those is our own website, our own app. I don't know how many of us know that we have Android, iOS app where we can. It's like social media. It's a combination of both Facebook and LinkedIn. There you can create groups within the batches. You can group of like-minded people. You can connect with your friends and use it as LinkedIn also. You can post jobs. You can get jobs. You can refer people. See, the power of any app is if we have our friends there. That's how the social community works. If we do not have our friends there, social communities don't work. That's how Orkut died. Because all the Orkut members moved to Facebook. Now Facebook is gonna die because everyone moved to Instagram or TikTok. So obviously, bad example, but Anti-Alumni Association app as of now will not die because the bad part is it hasn't picked up. Okay, so my request to all of us is please get all our members there. We in every batch meet we talk about this. यार हमें पता नहीं लगा, हमें नहीं पता कि what's the notification, what does it look like. Everything is being posted there. Yeah, the style can be better, the communication format can be better, it can be smoother, FAQs can be, all those things we will work on it. But the first job is, as Alumni Association members, our job is to put out every information on the website and the app, and your job is to make sure that our members, our alumni friends are there. These are the benefits, which obviously we listed down there for everyone. You can obviously create communities like any other communities. Digital communities are the powerful tools. The values are created in the community. Anti-Alumni Association is a community. We have seen that working in an offline world from hundred of centuries. Now to keep on, it has its own potential. Yeah, but there are a lot of, I know Anshul sir runs a golf community of 10 alumni members. Community hai yaar. Benefit hai. Whenever they meet, they go and they play golf in Bangalore, in Bombay, in Goa, because I'm part of sports community also. So you can create your own community. There's no need to get 50 members. Just create, have a one reason to hang out with your IMT friends. Yeah, these are the next steps. I only want to take it. Okay. Yeah, I think the first, the IMT, there are three tangible benefits. The first benefit was Goa, which is sold out. Sorry. People like Pragya has holding on a lot of real estate. Now earning on rentals. You don't, like, she hasn't talked about it. You get assured monthly rental every month on the Goa property. Anyways, the second is the lounge benefit. I request each one of us, each one of the batch members will circulate that who is the lounge member, who is not the lounge member, to be part of lounge membership program. It costs 5,000 rupees. Do we announce now? Atul sir se karwana. ठीक है. So there's some benefit which is coming across for a very limited period of time. That's the action number one. बहुत simple है. I know the UX and UI is still not that great. I have been working with Devashish sir to make the payment module simpler. Very good. Thank you. Devashish sir was faster than us. Second, many of us who have paid the first membership or second membership fees, we haven't renewed ourselves. In fact, मैंने भी renew नहीं करवाया था. मैं use कर रहा हूँ because there's no notification. It doesn't work like that. So we will again release the names that you have paid in the first year, second year, again paid back. The second action item on each one of us, first get all our members on the website. And yes, sir.
Some kind of integration for this membership.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we should be able to know that what is the tenure of our membership.
Fair enough.
Yes.
बिल्कुल. We can.
Maybe we can set up
Standing instructions. Yeah. Or maybe notification चल जाए यार, it's up for due. Fair enough. Yeah. Active, inactive. Makes sense. We'll speak this. ठीक है. And the second is obviously drive participation on the website. See, most of the communities, digital communities work for two aspects. One, entertainment. Second, jobs. Entertainment, we have enough of entertainment in our personal and professional lives. Nothing more is required. Let's go and get jobs. That's a hook. एक बारी jobs offer कर दो, internships offer कर दो या ले लो, मांग लो. We have both kinds of alumni here who are seeking jobs, who are providing jobs. Let's get them as a hook. Then obviously there are creators who will use various modes to get the engagement driven there. I think the immediate part should be, are there any job openings in my organization? Can I post it there?
One hurdle, obviously, which is there for website is over there, obviously, the first thing which is asked is you need to pay, which makes sense. But then, even if you look at, say, LinkedIn Premium, it allows you a grace period of, say, a month to try it out and then see the benefit and then pay. So if we can offer something like that, I think that would ensure a lot of people.
But for anti-alumni, so it's we have to pay for website. How much? 3,000 rupees. Fair enough. No, I think we should. It's not a premium model.
So if you go into the website, there are many services which are available for viewing, even if you don't become a member. So you just have to log in with your ID because the database is already punched in. So you need to log in with your ID. The only couple of the things that you can't access are jobs, number one. Number two is any thing like an insurance, which requires a validation. So anything that needs a validation process will have to go through. Otherwise, most of the feed and the initiatives, everything is visible even without that, even without the payment.
And another thing, I think that this is 3,000 is a lifetime subscription, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think
We can make it annual or something.
probably you can make it, say, a smaller amount which is annual, because then people would be more easy to
No,
follow.
we can do both the things. I think we can make it smaller, or we can club everything now. Let's make it club with the lounge.
So anybody who takes the membership, that's the scheme that we're going to announce. Anybody who takes the membership of the lounge, gets a free membership over there.
Yeah. So we can. Yeah. And obviously the last action item on each one of us we know we are proud IMTN. That's why all of us on the Sunday morning fought out with our families and came here. But the idea is to spread it out, to work, create, host the parties, and obviously not in the lounges, get together there, post the pictures, spread the word. Let's talk about the tangible benefits. The lounge membership drive. No, I'm the in charge. I've been told today morning. To drive the lounge membership. Thank you. So I think there are two benefits. One, as we talked about it, apart from the other membership, which you get an access to the club South Patio also, you also get a lifetime membership of website also. And because we are now increasing the fees is getting increased after 30, start from 1st of April, the fees is gonna be 7,500. So I think it's a better option in Mr. Kapo.
I think a lot of batchmates who I met over the last 2-3 years, and randomly somebody spoke about this. People didn't fully understand we get access to this room or to this club.
Fair.
Right? We should market the club membership a lot.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I think we can do that. Here also we talked about it, that as a lounge member, you get an access to the complete club. Okay, so you get an access to the restaurant, bar, rooms for stay. We have negotiated the stay price for the rooms. There are around 20 rooms here. Like, in fact, I'm now talking to my office admin. यार वहाँ पे बाहर क्यों रेडिसन में पूरा ठहरा रहा है 5,000 रुपए देके. Here also you can stay at a cheaper cost. So you can get an access to swimming pool, tennis court, and you can host your parties here. But obviously, once we communicate it to the larger group, we'll mention the benefits more clearly.
Open market will be 10x.
Yeah, and
It's 2.5 lakhs for this club itself.
We should market that, right? 2.5 lakhs for the city, getting 5,000.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
In 2016, I used to be part of many alumni things. After COVID, I didn't know this place. I come to Gurgaon, guys from Indrapuram, and I spend money at Starbucks and other places.
Yeah.
So for entrepreneurs, there's a conference room also.
Yeah.
And you want to have your meetings.
Yeah.
That will be the situation of most of the batch.
Yeah.
We are from the same batch. I have an information because I got a call from them. Otherwise, people would not be aware of.
Sure.
And about not only this initiative, other initiatives also, and that's the reason I think batch champion would be important, because at least we are the communication channel in the batch to talk about it.
Yeah.
So this is a big gap, and I think a low hanging fruit which can be easily addressed.
Fair.
My parents didn't have a health cover. They're 70 plus.
Yeah.
And
It's very difficult.
me and my family having got serious नहीं था.
So let's go on to the next. Complete the formal part, and then we discuss all this in the open house. And we also want to discuss this with the people who joined online. So there is one last one, okay? One last one, which I want Atul Sharma. We've not mentioned the name, but there is this guy who made this Goa project happen in a record time of 1.5 months. 1.5 years. Now, the important thing is this Goa project was conceptualized and built in this same kind of batch champion meeting in 2015 or 16. And उस समय बात हुआ था कि इसको इस रूम से बाहर मत जाने दो. And I don't know who said this, but I remember somebody saying this कि रूम से बाहर मत जाने दो. जितने लोग यहाँ पर है सब इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, सब वो कर लेंगे. But to actually make it happen, like Pragya said very carefully, the Portuguese law to a forest department clearance, एक पेड़ आपके प्लॉट के अंदर आ गया तो you are dead. वो आपको क्लियरेंस नहीं मिल सकता है. So the guy who actually got it done, Atul is on the call. So I would like him to come on screen and announce a key incentive for all the batch champions today. So Atul, are you joining? Are you? अतुल ने सुबह मेरे को बोला He's on the call that I know. I saw him some time back. But anyway, since he's not there, let me do one thing. हम लोग लाउंज में बैच रियूनियन करने के लिए सब बैच चैंपियंस को बोलते रहे हैं, ठीक है? We are saying have your batch reunions, have your official meetings, party and all. Why don't so? In the month of September, around 12 people from my batch went into Passion Day Goa, and we flew in from different parts of the country, Mysore, Bangalore, and whatever, or some people from Delhi and Bombay, whatever. And we converted that place into a IMT hostel. अब अंशुल और मेरे बैच में ये होता था, I think रोहित के बैच में भी होता था. There used to be a term called cultural exchange. Now that cultural exchange actually was organized there because we had the whole place to ourselves, and it became like a hostel for us in those days. रात को 2 बजे रेस्टोरेंट became completely ours. 4 बजे तक हम लोग वहाँ पर इंटरनेशनल कॉल्स कर रहे हैं अपने दोस्तों को वहाँ से बैठ के. So all that happened. It was great experience. How many of you want to do that? So if you want to do that, now the incentive that has been given by Atul and is sponsored by Atul is that from today till the 31st March, आपको भीड़ चाहिए ना वहाँ पे, जिसको भी आप लाउंज का मेंबर बना रहे हो, उसको 2 nights 3 days free at Passion Day Goa.
Wow. Right. Membership के लिए क्या-क्या करना पड़ रहा है?
So anybody who's becoming a member of the lounge, and that is why you need to drive it, because the other part of the story that we have not said is we need to ensure our financials for the next year. If we have to do that, we have to do that before 31st of March. So 31st of March तक जो भी enrollments हैं, that is all incentivized. The last big incentive is आपका लाउंज का मेंबरशिप 5,000 रुपए का है, जिसमें से 2,500 रुपए आपको इनकम टैक्स बेनिफिट मिलता है, ठीक है? सो 2,500 रुपए का मेंबरशिप है, उसके अंदर आपको 2 nights का स्टे पैशन डे, एंड द एवरेज रेंटल ओवर देयर इज अबाउट 5,000 पर नाइट. सो 10,000 का आपको बेनिफिट मिल रहा है by paying 2,500 rupees. If you can sell this one line and get everybody enrolled, and जिसको वेबसाइट का जिसने लाउंज का मेंबरशिप ले लिया उसको वेबसाइट का भी फ्री मिलता है. So it's the complete circle.
It's negative.
What we need, and we are doing all this to build the engagement. Once we have this, we start having business networking.
And on top of that, जो batch champions की benefit rewards हैं वो तो है ही.
तभी तो वो
So I ended here.
All fictions.
I ended here. I have fixed my bit. I would request one important thing, which is a very serious thing, Mr. Vikas Jain to come and address and talk about.
Don't call me Vikas, Mr. Yeah, part of you.
Okay, so hi everyone. 2 years of studies at IMT built our careers, our lives. Is that right, all of us?
Yeah.
But that journey of learning and development cannot stop with those 2 years. And that's what we bring to the table. That how do you build yourself all through your life till you breathe last? How do you build your own capability? And as a CEO of a company startup which has become big, or you are in an organization working at a senior position and you are responsible to a large team ahead of you, how do you build capacity? So coaching is a new age science which builds your capability at one hand and also capacity of you and your teams using advanced psychology tools. And I'm sure many of you would know about it, but still having worked 30 years in the auto industry and interacted with a large set of organizations at lead positions, I would still say a lot of us do not know really what is coaching all about. So what we are going to do is, this is something very futuristic, but going to be very meaningful for all of us. As people who have, almost reaching our retirement age from active corporate life, or people who want to give back. We want to form a pool of coaches or people who have been into L&D. Today I'm representing my batchmate Nasreen. She has been in this space for last almost now 17, 18 years, and she's a name in the country. She's awarded as amongst the top-notch coaches in the country and is working with all large organizations. She's not here, so we and both of us are working, and now we have many more who can be made available as a resource to start with those guys who are looking for a job in the institutes, all the institute across, to people who take a job, but they do not find interest and want to change and build their careers, people who want to find purpose, vision, mission, people who want to develop themselves or feeling who are stuck. They have a trauma because of an accident or because of something which happened in their personal lives. This science can help you get unstuck also. Got some therapies also. So we want to bring a host of these new age sciences with a club of people who are ready to contribute as coaches, as developers, and people who need it for specific reason. And thanks to Debashis and the team here, I think this is very infectious because I get enthused when I see the type of work which is being done and the quality of people, efforts which is happening. I think we can create a unique space. IMT is all about innovations. IMT is all about something different. IMT is all about what can really make a mark on people's life. So I think let's build it on, guys. We are going to very quickly roll out a starting plan. We did it. We did an experiment last year. 25 members benefited. We gave 100 hours of coaching free. 6 of us got together and gave that free coaching free, and people vouch for it that this has benefit people. And it's not affordable normally. It's not affordable in the market, right? So we are going to make it affordable for IMT alumni members, which is going to be meaningful. So we'll come back to you quickly on that. And I'm sure this would add a lot of value to the entire efforts of alumni. Thanks, Debashis. Thanks, everyone.
Sonakshi. Okay. So we can open the house for any questions that you have. I think if somebody's raised a hand. So I think Samir, you wanted to speak?
Yeah, I just wanted to share, I was also personally contemplating using Club Pasho. For the longest time, I wanted to host a lunch for my team. It's a large team along with their family. And when I went, checked out the venue, there's a lovely garden at the back, which connects to the bar area. I almost finalized the event, but did not go through with it. But I'm going to plan it soon. So just wanted to share it with everyone. Renting such a facility anywhere else in the center of the city will cost a significant amount. So just wanted to share with everyone.
Thank you. So Mr. Ajay Nigam is from the first batch and he's raised the hand twice. So, sir, over to you.
Yeah, Debashish. Few things. One thing, whatever packages you have announced right now, can you hear me? Number one.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever packages have been informed, whatever packages have been informed to the alumni should come on the website. Then only people will come to know about it. What I personally feel. And then it should be circulated to the batch champions, what we had the earlier meeting also, to them also separately, that these packages are announced, so that people can take benefit of it, right? And this 2 nights, 3 days package what you are giving for Goa is only applicable till 31st of March, or will it be for the next financial year also?
No, it's only 31st March.
It's only 31st March. Okay, that's all I wanted to clarify.
Great. So anybody else with any questions on the forum? People who've joined online.
Just raise the hand.
I think Anurag Rana's hand is up.
Anurag Rana, you wanted to speak?
Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask, can we have this PPT so that, whatever things are discussed, we can go through again?
Sure, absolutely. This will be shared on the group.
Okay.
More hands. Chara.
So anybody else has any questions, please
They've been
speak.
here. So all these hands which are yellows, they've been here.
There are next.
Meghna, you have a question there?
Yeah,
Atul,
hi
you
everybody.
Hi.
Meghna this time. Sir, I have heard all the options that we have currently, but the very reason for me itself, like I'm a little busy on my work front as well as personal front, so it's very difficult for me to travel for these kind of meetings to Gurgaon. So what I was considering is there any other such option available in Noida itself, or are we in the proposal of having one such facility here?
We are waiting for you to do that for us. No, but jokes apart.
अच्छा ठीक है. Let us then discuss. Let us then discuss. ठीक है sir.
At the moment, no.
ठीक है.
But we look forward to seeing you here sometime.
ठीक है sir, definitely. Okay.
Okay. I think Sameer wanted to speak.
Hey, hi. First of all, thank you for. I recently joined this group, so pretty new. One concern which I want to raise, and I'm admirer of this alumni network, and I'm part of a lot of other alumni group also, from certification programs, from colleges, different kind of stuff. But one thing is here for IMT alumni group, I'm not very sure whether I am a member or not. I remember doing a payment, never heard back from the system. Tried following up couple of time. So one thing I feel, and a lot of my friends also, when I check with them whether they are part of alumni group or not, uh, they always raise this concern that they are not aware of. So the authenticity of the website, authenticity of the app, the whole alumni group. Uh, this is what I feel is also important to be solved. And how we will
So
solve that is what we can
fair
brainstorm.
enough. Fair enough. So what we'll do is, you can connect with Sonakshi at a later stage. She will give you a list of people from your batch who are members currently of the lounge as well as the website. So that list is readily available. Website, even you can download if you're a part of the website. But if you are not a part of the website, then we will do that. See, I, I am looking at the question from a different perspective to answer a larger question that comes to us. There is an alumni fee that is collected by the college when you join the college, right?
Correct.
So that is not a part of this, at least as on date.
Okay.
2 years ago, we had signed up with the college, but that is not working out. So one of the batches got qualified into that, but the rest are not. I think 2020 batch qualified.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. Any other questions? I see somebody else raising a hand.
I have one question, my Devdino here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it is not might be, I mean, very much possible for everyone to travel down to Gurgaon all the time, right? So, is there any local city chapters that we have across the country so that like we can connect here in person?
We have city chapters across the globe, not just in the country. So in case you are not a part of it, you can contact Sonakshi. She can add you to that.
Okay, sure.
Right?
Sure.
She's in that group as she's one of the admins in the group that you're currently in, the Chungi group. Okay.
One question which I had was that is there a way to know what all activities or events are happening on campus where we can contribute? Because it's very rare unless and until I'm connected to say a faculty member directly. Apart from that, there's no source as such for any direct connections. Because there are, say, any guest lectures or any events where we can definitely go and contribute that knowledge.
So that is something that is work in progress, frankly. We had streamlined some collaborative projects with the campus, but that is yet to get finalized on paper. I think 3-4 months down the line, we should be able to do that.
One question about the roles. There is a regular thing which is happening from the campus, 2 years students are managing. So that is one part of the alumni. This is the other part. How exactly these two are connected and whether there is any synchronization happening between these two groups?
Yeah, so when the college does the alumni activities, and they've been hosting some small leadership meets here and there, the objective over there is more from the I'll have to edit this, but it's more from a tangible. It is from a tangible perspective of placements, internships, and so on and so forth. Here, what we're trying to do is build a community around, some benefit that goes back to the community. If you ask me, the dream that I have is 10 years down the line, we should make this a company and make all alumni a shareholder. So this is a very different thing from what the college is trying to do. But college requires the alumni support. So there is a channel of support that we have with the college. As and when they approach us for anything, we are able to connect them back with the right people. That's what happens.
Very wonderful thought. Well, I know Harvard people have their very strong alumni, which works in a similar manner.
Yeah. So, anything else from people who've joined online? Atul Kumar, Atul Kumar. Actually, that hand has gone, I think. I think we are also starting from the best. So this is a monthly meeting process. From the next meeting onwards, we are going to have a CEO in the meeting, one established CEO. So today I had approached somebody who's the CEO for Marico, and unfortunately, 2 or 3 people, CEOs I approached yesterday, were all tied up. The timelines are low, but we'll have a CEO who will be a part of the advisory council, and they will advise us also. The other thing that we're going to do is have a monthly reporting system with the batch champions. Now, I know it's not feasible for everybody to come in every time, every Sunday, but let's fix a date, either third Sunday of every month or second Sunday of every month, where we can take out 1 hour and even from our homes over a period of time, start contributing into this meeting. And there will be a news reading section, which we saved for the last. It was there in the agenda. So Sonakshi, why don't you brief us on the news that this is the last 2 months happening. So I think it's important that we have all the information, last 2 months, whatever, we can sit and do that on the screen so that people can see you. And December, January mein kya hua? That's it's a short report.
Hi everyone. Thank you for being here. I am Sonakshi from 2019 batch, Hyderabad campus. I handle operations of alumni associations now. And the number you see on the WhatsApp group by name IMTA, it's mine. You can ping me if you need any of my help or any of the thing that you required from me. So what happened in January, we, apart from alumni meets or apart from reunion, we organized one of the webinars, which was very informative on how to hire from LinkedIn. It was managed by Suchi Kapoor 2006 batch. That was one of the events we organized, and along with that, we ended 2000 December by a New Year party we organized. There were more than 30-40 people in that party. So we had the great warming event in that. And in the January, we started with Nostalgia Meet. That was of 1980s batch. That was from 1982 batch, 90s, 91 batch. A lot of people came with their family members as well, their grandchildren as well. There were people, and they told many nostalgia stories, all that. And there was also a music session. In that music session, we decided that we'll be taking like monthly or batch-wise music events. In all the batches, we'll be organizing some kind of music event, seeing the passion of music in IMTNs. And then we had then we had
okay, love you, bye. Don't call. Love you, bye. Don't call about this.
Right side. Right side.
Yes. So we had the first batch champion meeting on 14th Jan, in which we discussed philosophy of IMT alumni associations and other initiatives that we discussed today as well. And also one of the coming initiative regarding coaching of alumni, uh, helping alumni in career. That was one of the initiatives that will be coming forward that we are planning to. And then we organized on 27th Jan, we had a MCA reunion. The participants from all the batches, from the first batch of MCA to the last batch of MCA were present, which was very good to see that the connection between the first and the last batch is still there. And they also brought their professor from that MCA batch, and they were still connected to them. That was one of the things that we organized. Apart from the reunions, we also post 100 plus job on the website portal, through which around 327 people were able to apply that on the job portals. And we got the booking of around 6 to 7 people in the month of Jan for personal and professional use of IMT Alumni Lounge. There were two bookings from Ankur Sir, Vikas Jan Sir. And then this is all what we did in January and December. Looking forward for next month. Yes, we are finalizing the WhatsApp community on WhatsApp. We are still in the progress of working that, and we'll be working on it. That's all from my side. We will connect on next meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's good. This is a very good initiative to report on what all happened. Yeah. Very good initiative.
So in case there are any questions, we take it now. Otherwise, we are going to open the Chungi Champions group now for conversations. Please post your questions over there also. Thank you so much for being here. Any questions in this forum that we can address?
I would just like to add that our Legends team, which goes and participates in Chakru every year, we had a great year this year. And
that you always have.
Legends again dominated as usual. We won most of the competitions.
And good दूसरे team में था क्या?
सर लेजेंड्स को अब रिटायर हो जाए आप लोग किसी और को जीत के क्यों देते हो?
Okay.
The teams are
So one
2018 batch, 19 batch, 20 batch, and we plan to host a dinner coming, I think, 2 weeks from now. Here in YT Sports Park, traditionally every year, to thank them for hosting us.
Last year also we hosted sports park.
And we'll be doing this again this year in the lounge. And
One.
we have about 40, we have more than 80 people joining us generally. One Legends team, plus we have about 40 people from that.
So during that time, sports enthusiasts from IMT are also invited to join in. So we'll work out the logistics. Now, having said that, one of the things that I thought would come out as a question, which has not come out, is that how is the association run? I will just conclude with that. The association is run by some statutory members who need to be there. Apart from that, there is a Sutradhar team, which is the senior members who lead the project. So our latest addition is Ankur, who's leading the launch project. But jokes apart, Ankur has been contributing, Pragya has been contributing from the time we started the alumni operations of, way back in 2013, 14, that time. I don't remember the year. So they are now moving into the Sutradhar, which is the core advisory team of Ankur, of course, runs more or less a complete structure with the sportscom. So, and we need inputs from him to, take the alumni association forward. So he's a core member. Anshul Bagai runs the whole sports bit of IMT. So Anshul is now one of the core members of the team. So there is this core member which is being formed, and at every given point of time, they're all part of the group. You feel free to interact with them. So everything moves in a certain way where, so for instance, our insurance project was single-handedly negotiated by Vikram Shah from 88 batch. So he was able to put it together. Then Pragya took it up and helped with the marketing, and everything was done around it. So Vinamra is a part of the board and whatever, but our single point of contact so far has been Sonakshi. She handles the office. Feel free to get in touch with her. Thank you so much for being here on a Sunday. Yeah.
I want to put in something, especially for our younger batches. Hi, I'm Mahin Vashist. I'm from the 21 batch, the recent youngster, although very juvenile in understanding and maturity. But the basic thing I want to address all the people is that more and more young batches, more and more young peeps, like especially who have graduated within 5 to 10 years, should avail the events and facilities at the launch. Because I joined way back in 21, and it has approximately been 3 years till now. So I have attained such a good amount of networking. Like even now, I'm sitting with the veterans of the industry, the people who are in senior management, mid-level management, and especially youngsters like us. We literally scrap LinkedIn and other things to gain some connections or to gain some insights or to gain any kind of understanding that we need. But we don't usually, utilize the brand IMT and also the alumni network that we have in-house. So I would definitely, ask the younger batches and the batch champions from the younger batches to please motivate people, because there are brunch meets like with CEOs, with people who are very, in their respective domains. So yeah, we should leverage that opportunity, which is very helpful, especially for the people who are just starting off with their careers and in mid-level managements and so on, so that they can achieve better and faster. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll close the meeting now. We're just on time. Thank you so much. Unless somebody wants to
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This one is for the sponsors. So before we disperse and for lunch and a beer, this meeting is sponsored. So one of the things not mentioned is we can sponsor this. This meeting was sponsored by somebody. So we'll just take a photograph to send to the sponsors. Yeah, बीच में रख लेते हैं। Digital screen पे भी लोग join कर रहे हैं, but ऐसा कोई group। हाँ। चलो फिर जल्दी से आ जाओ before people switch off. Right. You're requesting everybody to hold on. We just take a group photograph.
Guys, we are having a group photograph. Can everyone just come on screen for just the photograph? I know Sunday hai. Let's just switch on our videos. Thank you.
Okay, can you put everybody on the screen?
Oh, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
Let's stand on that side.
Yeah, let's go stand.
You actually जल्दी से यहाँ पे
You'll have to change the camera position.
Yeah. बैठ जाओ यार जल्दी कर लो
जल्दी कर लो फिर उसके बाद सही है
उसका स्टैंडी का सबसे ज्यादा एक तुम वैसे ले लो और एक स्टैंडी के साथ
Okay, one thumbs up.
Okay, yeah. Chalo, great.
Everybody up. Right hand.
Thank you.
Again, वो वाला
Free writing पर thumbs up. अगली बार thumbs up sponsor लगेगा।
ठीक है, एक इधर भी खड़ा होना
एक को ऑनलाइन वालों को बाय बोल देते हैं।
Thank you, everyone. We're disconnecting now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have fun.